So this is the same thing that that I just talked about in the last video, the 3 parts of the cell membrane. So when you draw it, can I draw on this one? Yes, I can draw here. So when you draw it, you're able to see what those 3 parts are. So the phospholipid makes up most of the cell membrane. So it forms that barrier, right? The barrier on either side of the cell. So now I'm doing the phospholipid heads and then the tails, right? So there's a phospholipid and then the other side has tails. Bilayer, there's 2 sets. That's the phospholipids. Their whole job is to protect because nothing really gets through them. Really small things can, but for the most part, the big stuff, the more dangerous stuff can't get through. Little tiny oxygen, water, they can get right through. That's fine. The next part of the cell membrane is proteins. Proteins, let me change colors, right? Proteins are going to be these protein channels. So again, draw them like hot dog buns. I try to always make them red. The protein channels allow things to move into and out of the cell. So now I have more phospholipids on the other side. Oops, that shouldn't have been on the protein. So that's the job of the proteins is transport. Things can go in and out. Larger molecules that can't fit into the cell can get there if they go through the protein channels. The last part is going to be those carbohydrates, also embedded or stuck in the cell membrane. And then they have the little tag that comes off the outside. That's the carbohydrate. And the phospholipids are going to continue again on the other side. We don't lose them. This phospholipid bilayer goes, and this is the tricky part, all the way around, right? It makes a circle. So all the way, we have these phospholipids that go all the way around, protein channels that go through, 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 bilayer all the way around because the cell is a sphere. Every side of it is covered in this phospholipid bilayer with the protein channels going in, with the carbohydrates sticking off of the outside like antennas or ID tags to show what's on the outside. 3 parts of the cell membrane, 2, 3. They each do their own job. Phospholipids protect by forming a barrier. Proteins transport by allowing things in and out. Carbohydrates communicate by allowing there to be identification from the other cells that is near.